Good morning, thriving warriors. Alexa, what's the date?
Today is Sunday, December 18th.
Great. Alexa, what time is it?
It's 6:17 a.m.
What is the weather?
In Amargosa Valley, it's 27 degrees Fahrenheit with mostly clear skies. Today, you can look for mostly sunny weather with a high of 51 degrees and a low of 27 degrees.
Wow, I think just a couple months ago, the temperature was double. The high was double the high, and the low was higher than the high. Okay, so here we are at Department of Career Services, where our goal is to help you get from point A to point B, where B is better. We do that through a series of breadcrumbs. This is the first breadcrumb, this podcast, this daily podcast. There are 8 more podcasts in the description below, or 7 actually, 7 more breadcrumbs in the description below, starting with our link to our online 4-week basic training course, a neuroscience approach to success. Good morning, Wada Bebby. Good morning, Diana. Good morning, Henry. Good morning, Charlotte. Good morning, people and others. So we also have a breadcrumb beat to the motivational video that I use when I am to prepare for recording this. We have a link to the TED Talk that goes along with where we are in our 4-week basic training course. Today is week 2, day 7. It is Jill Bolte Taylor talking about the thing. She's talking about the thing. No, she's talking about different sides of our brains. A neuroscience person who had a stroke was able to observe it from the inside and talk about the left hemisphere versus the right hemisphere. Gotcha. Okay. Bink, burk. That's for Wada Baby Bink. Bink. Let's see. Another breadcrumb is to the... Connection is unstable. Please reconnect. Let's see what network we're on. No, we're on the right network. Please wait. We are trying to reconnect. So I'm assuming everyone is there. Time is racing, 3 minutes and 5 seconds into it. We also have breadcrumbs for services we provide: housing, clothing, food, hygiene, transportation, skills training, foundational employment, and career planning. Kapow. And last but certainly not least, we have a link to the Seth Godin blog post. So with that said, next breadcrumb number 9, our approach to getting from point A to point B is, it's simple. ... which is breadcrumb. It's simple. Today's it's simple. Give more. Just give more. Some other memes from the video. Make sure you have your coffee. What a cup. Some other memes. What is a meme? It's an idea that spreads from brain to brain, as Lucha Libre might say. Some other memes from today's video. Change your physiology and change your focus if you want to change your future. That's Tony Robbins. Eyesight versus mindsight. Eyesight is what we see, what we perceive. Mindsight is how we interpret that. Constant. Next. Growing, learning, educating. Valuable skills. Growing, you always need to be growing, learning, educating yourself. Another meme from Tony Robbins. This is why the motivational video is so important. Click on the link below when you're done here. Give more, do more, change more. The more you give, the more you do, the more you change. We need a great education. Never stop learning. Never stop learning. We will never We'll learn on the streets. We'll learn in the fields. We will never surrender. Feed your mind with success. Otherwise, you will rot with mediocrity. Great video today. Please watch it. Link below, etc., etc. Is Wadabevi still there? Let's proceed to the Seth Godin transcript of his blog, or Seth Godin's blog. Staring at decisions. Soap is 85 cents a bar or 2 for $1. Which should you buy? One of my favorite pastimes is going in the grocery store and looking at all of the different cans of, or different types of spaghetti sauce. Wow. Okay, it depends. It depends on how much space you have, whether you like this brand, how full your cart is, and whether or not you're sure if the person who sent you to the market wants you to buy 2. It's easy to focus on these sorts of low-value decisions. There are organizations that spend far more time discussing a new logo than analyzing where to place the new office. One is filled with emotion and no economic importance. The other is fuzzy, complicated, and incredibly expensive, meaning the office building. Perhaps you've seen someone spend emotion and focus figuring out a tip to the penny. Right? You're in a restaurant. What is exactly the tip I'm going to leave? But impulsively use credit card debt to go on a fancy vacation rather than actual money. Marketeers have pushed us to spend as little time as possible thinking about things that bring long-term debt, like long-term debt, the implications of going to a famous college or lifetime emissions of buying a certain kind of car or house. But we end up spending countless cycles on the trivial choices that make us feel like we have control over the world around us. Really, we may believe that if one takes care of the little things, the big things won't matter, or the opposite. If you take care of the big things, the little things won't matter. It turns out that starting at an uncomfortable big decision might pay for 1,000 of the little ones. Okay, focus on the big ones. Staring at decisions. Is it really important? Just choose one. When you're looking at the tomato sauce section in the store, just choose one. Give yourself 10 seconds. I'm going to spend 10 seconds looking at this, and I'm going to go on. All right, back to where we start. Yes, Wadabevi is there. All righty. Hopefully tracking trackages. All right, so here we are, 8:23 in. Consider a table, the functionality of a 4-legged table. How do you decide how big to build the table? How do you decide how large it should be, how much it should weigh, what you should spend on? How do you decide those things? Well, maybe think about what it's going to be used for, where it will be located. Then you work from there. If it's a camping table you're going to take on camping trips, far more different things are important than if it's going to be the dining room table or the family room dinner table, or the work table, or the workbench type table. Figure out what is the table going to be used for, and then start building it, and have things in consideration, like how large the top needs to be. Generally speaking, the top, in my opinion, the top should be as large as practically possible, because the larger the desktop, the larger the tabletop, the more things that can be on it, the more things it can do. However, it can't be bigger than the space that it is to occupy. Also, does it need to be transportable? Sometimes IKEA tables are great, but not if you move a lot. Then the other things have to be important. The legs have to be solid and sturdy. And here are legs in 10 seconds: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. We're going to go over 10 minutes. We'll go to 11. Physical, you have to be in good shape physically, health and fitness. As we'll learn from the motivational video, who you will be in the future is what you do now. What you eat now is who you become. How you exercise now is who you will become. Your future is a function of your present. Next, mental. As we heard from today's video, always keep learning. Always keep learning. Emotional. If you can't control your emotions, don't worry. Someone else will, and they will probably take you out of the game. You need to control your emotions. Don't let other people do it. And it's not as easy as just saying, you're not going to control my emotions. God damn it, you son of a bitch. No, you need to be more like, I laugh in your face. Right, water baby? I laugh in your face. That always works, by the way. Next, and most important probably, is spiritual, that which will pick you up when you get knocked down. And I would say to you, a belief that Jesus is the Messiah is probably the best starting point you could have. We are working with Baraka Church and Calvary Chapel here, or over in Pahrump, but Baraka Church in Texas, the Prison Ministries of Texas, Dave and Randy and Donovan and Rick and a whole bunch of other people supporting the cause of helping people in incarceration be able to leave prison behind, starting with a good spiritual foundation and then bridging it across when they get out to housing, clothing, food, hygiene, etc. And of course, we have the horses to consider. Champ, as the Jesuit said, the horse needs to has to live up to its name. Give it a good name that it can live up to its name. And cash. Okay. Anyway, we are at 12:07, and I'm going to say cut and cut and cut.